Welcome to My Wildlife Year, week 16. I'm here in the school grounds of my local primary school in Denham, and I've been doing some work here the past couple of weeks at night, putting out various bits of equipment to record what wildlife there is around. I've got quite a bit already, and I'm going to make a video for the school and send it to them of everything I found. I'm doing this with the school's permission, of course, and one of the things that I've found, you'll see, in fact a couple of things I've found, you'll see later on in the video. You're going to get a sneak peek. I'm not showing you everything, but you'll get a sneak peek of some of the things that I've found. So, I've been up to other stuff as well, so without further ado, let's get on with My Wildlife Year, week 16. It's a lovely spring morning, birds are singing. I've had my moth trap out overnight. I cleaned up out all my tubs. They were getting a bit grubby. I've cleaned out all my tubs yesterday, so hopefully there'll be a few moths to put in them. Got a blackbird feeding down it round the moth trap, which I'm just about to go and check. The light's probably attracted quite a few little insects, not just moths, during the night. And I'll show you what's in these hedgehog tunnels here. I'll just go and show you what's in them. I've had them out for a couple of days and there's no sign of any hedgehogs, but I suspect it's blackbirds have been going in and out. See the prints. These three moths here are the reason why I put out a white sheet and also some egg cartons around the trap. One of these was caught in one of the egg cartons at the bottom of the trap, and the other two were under the sheet. So that's three that I wouldn't have caught otherwise that I can now ID. So I got three inside the trap, so that means that 50% of my moths trapped over the night were actually not in the trap. They were caught outside the trap, so it's always worthwhile putting down some sort of white sheeting and also some egg cartons around the base of your trap. Right, so 6 moths, 5 of them were all the same species, Hebrew character, and the odd one out was this clouded drab. As I opened the curtains this morning, I saw it try to open the gate with one hand, down while filming. As I came out, I noticed a bird fly up into a corner. I don't know how you'll be able to see it, but just there, there's a blackbird nest. It's 11:30 at night. I've caught a bank vole, so I wasn't wanting to leave it overnight, so off it goes. Off you go. Off you go. There you go. There you go. I caught this queen German wasp in my office, so I've just taken a few photos of her. And now just popped her in a dandelion here. Hopefully she'll get back in the wing and go off and make a nest somewhere. Wasps are great predators and they predate in a lot of things that gardeners classify as pests, such as aphids and caterpillars. So they're actually good guys. Yes, they can sting you, and if you've got an allergic reaction that can be bad, but there's also a lot of good to wasps. If we didn't have wasps around, then we'd have a lot more problems in the garden with aphids and caterpillars eating all the sorts of stuff. So that's it, starting to get a bit more lively now. I had her in the fridge just for a while, just to take some photos of her. So she's warming up in the sun and getting ready to maybe have a wee drink of nectar. There she goes. Taking Dexter around the green, I took my bat detector out and there was lots of pipistrelle activity. Well, I've got another, I don't know if you can see it just there, another solitary bee in. So I'm just going to pop it in one of these tubs. I'm keeping these tubs just here so that I can keep them handy, and if any bees make their way in, I can catch them, ID them, and then release them quickly. Right, hopefully as this bee walks around, you might be able to see what look like a couple of horns on the face. That means it's a female red mason bee. I had a couple of males in last week, so this is the first female I've had in. So female red mason bees, because of those sort of like facial, as I say, the little wee horns make them really easy to ID. So take it outside and release. About 15-20 minutes since I released the red mason bee, female red mason bee out. Don't know whether it's the same one, but there's another one in, so I'm just going to catch it and release it too. Got my second red mason bee here, just got to release it. There's quite a lot, I can see them all in the front of the mans here, quite a lot flying about, so it might have been the same one, it might not. So I'm just going to release her. Off she goes. You can actually see there's, I don't know whether you can see in the front, up there underneath that window, and there's another one there. There's quite a few mason bees flying about here. I'm obviously going to be busy today. I've already got a German wasp queen here, and there's another solitary bee flying about there, so I'm just going to go and get it and see whether it's a red mason bee or not. I've managed to catch another German wasp's queen. This one though was inside in the living room, inside the windows where I was catching the female red mason bees. So just popped her in a jar and confirmed species, taken a note of it, and then now we'll go and release her. I'll just release the German wasp queen. There she goes. That's fast. And now the red mason bee female. Just warm up in the sun. There she goes. I've literally just come in from releasing the German wasp queen and also female red mason bee, and I know that the direction the red mason bee flew off in, so I know that this one here is not the same one, so I'm just going to catch her and put her out as well. I think we're going to be busy with red mason bees the next few days if it stays warm like this. Right, here's another female red mason bee. You can see her mandibles there, but hopefully move round you'll be able to see the silhouette of the little horns, facial horns, that let me know she's a female. There they are. You can see them there quite nicely. Right, here's another mason bee release. Off we go. No, I'm standing underneath one of the cherry trees in the green, but right down, there's the bottom of it there, right down near the bottom, there's some blossom right on the trunk. Never seen that before. You'll see this a lot at the minute, bumblebees flying low to the ground, There we go. I don't know whether you can see it, there it is. The queens looking for possible nest sites. So there it goes. Hopefully it'll find one soon. He's just flown away. I don't know whether you saw that starling that was up there. He's often sitting up there, is she. I haven't been close enough to work out whether it's a he or a she. But there's other starlings. Don't know whether it's one of the ones that's nesting in there underneath my neighbours or in that hole there. But it sits up on top of that tree and it calls just like a buzzard. I'm out here and quite often I'll hear a buzzard in the distance and I'll look up, and what it is a starling just sitting just there calling as if it's a buzzard in the distance, but it's just in a tree just there. I've just netted this white-tailed bumblebee queen, and I don't know whether you'll be able to see, but if she calms down, between her wings there's lots of little mites, and these are housekeeping mites. So once she finds a nest and she starts laying eggs, they drop off and keep the nest nice and tidy, and then once new queens hatch out, they jump on and go off with the new queen to go into the new nest after they hibernate. So they're good guys. So a lot of people think when they see queens, like lots of mites on them like this, that's infested. It's not. Those are actually good guys, and they help out the queen, help the queen keep the nest nice and tidy. So I'll just let her go. There we go. Right, I'm just about to head along to the school to put out a moth trap, some small mammal traps, some camera traps, and also some mammal track tunnels or hedgehog tunnels, and hopefully we'll get some nice tracks in them. Let's go and see who we can find. I'm sitting outside the school. I've set up a moth trap over there. I've got a bat detector here. I've put out 7 trail cameras and 10 small mammal traps and 3 mammal track tunnels. So hopefully in the morning we'll have something in some of them, and whether it's pictures or photos or videos in the trail cameras, or maybe even a live mammal in the mammal trap, or some moths in the moth trap, or just some footprints in the mammal tunnel tracks. Right, so I haven't been that successful in the school grounds with some of the things. Like, I haven't managed to catch any in my moth trap yet. Not given up yet though. I'm going to try a couple more times. And there's nothing in the mammal track tunnels or hedgehog tunnels. Well, when I say nothing, there has actually been some slugs in there because they've eaten some of the paper. One of the tunnels has had some paper eaten in it, and you can see the slugs have went across the ink and left paper trails, ink trails across the paper. And nothing in the mammal traps yet. And we've had pipistrelles on the bat detector, but the camera traps have turned up a few interesting things. I don't want to spoil it too much, because just in case some of the kids watch this video, not sure if they will, but you never know. And but we have had a couple of sort of like visitors that have been really nice to see. So here's a quick peek. Badger and Tony Owl. Well, that wraps up my wildlife here, week 16. I'll be doing some more stuff in the school grounds the next couple of nights, and then I'll be putting together everything in the video and sending to the school. So maybe some more stuff next week. And Other than that, Monday the 26th of April, I'm running another virtual bat walk at 7 PM British Summer Time. So it's cost £4 if you want to come along to that. The link is in my bio. And then I'm also on the 13th of May, Thursday 13th of May, I'm also running another online small mammal workshop. Introduction to British small mammals. It went really well last week, and I've had some really good feedback, and it went so well that I'm doing it again because we were almost fully booked for the last one, so hopefully we'll get a few more people want to find out all about British small mammals. Again, link in my bio. That costs £12, and other than that, I think that's about it. I'm hoping that this weather is going to continue, because it will mean that there'll be a bit more wildlife around, as there has been the past week or two, and I'll be able to get out and about and see some more and share it with you. So take care, and see you next week for my wildlife year, week 17.